Our top story on Newspoint, right-wing youth activist and influencer Charlie Kirk dies after being shot at Utah Valley University. Trump confirmed on social media that Kirk succumbed to his injuries. Video from the scene showed him addressing a large crowd when the sound of a single gunshot rang out. Kirk appeared to collapse in his chair before the camera swiftly moved. Sounds of panic erupted in the audience. Investigators say they believe the single bullet had come from a campus rooftop fired by someone dressed in black in what appeared to be a targeted killing.
Hey, stop! Stop, folks! Stop! Back up!
FBI released a digital media tip line, has information on the Utah Valley University shooting. FBI Director Kash Patel said one person was held on suspicion of involvement in the killing, but he was later released after an interrogation by law enforcement. Investigation continues, with Patel promising to continue releasing information in interest of transparency.
Fireworks, to be honest, but
Donald Trump condemned the killing of Kirk, who he called a martyr of truth. Although a suspect has not been identified, Trump linked rhetoric from the radical left to Kirk's killing and vowed to carry out a crackdown. In a somber 4-minute video seated at the Resolute desk in the Oval Office, Trump said this kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today.
My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives.
Illustrating the huge importance of Kirk in his orbit, he ordered flags on government buildings to be lowered to half-staff until Sunday. American flags at the White House lowered shortly after the president's order. Now, Charlie Kirk was one of the most high-profile conservative activists in the United States and trusted ally of Donald Trump. Kirk was also a close friend of Donald Trump Jr. Born in 1993, Kirk grew up in the suburbs of Chicago in Illinois. He briefly enrolled at Harper College in Illinois, but dropped out to pursue conservative activism. At 18, Kirk co-founded Turning Point USA, a student-led organization dedicated to spreading conservative ideals on campuses he said were dominated by liberal orthodoxy. The group grew rapidly, eventually boasting 850 campus chapters across the country. He was a media personality and commanded a massive following on social media with a daily podcast. Extremely vocal on stricter border control, the rights of transgender women, and ethics of abortions, he openly criticized gay rights on religious grounds. He's married and has 2 young children. To discuss this further, we were earlier joined by Glenn Carl. He is a former National Intelligence Officer from the CIA. Here's what he had to say.
What I think we can say clearly, though, is that America has been in for a decade, really for longer than that, but certainly for a decade, in a descending spiral of increasing tensions, polarization, and violence. I'm not the only one who warned literally in 2015, since 2015, that the evolution of the political discourse was going to lead to violence in the United States. We've seen this. I think it's accurate to call this an assassination. We don't know who did it or why, but if a prominent political figure is killed in this way, then that qualifies as an assassination.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.